Sometimes double comparative, double positives, double superlatives are added in a sentence. So we should learn to avoid it. So like if I say, he is more happier than you, that's not correct. All you can say is, he is happier than you. So double superlatives and comparatives should be avoided. That's what we are going to look at. Okay? Now, double comparatives, double comparatives double comparatives and double superlatives. And double superlatives. Double comparatives and double superlative should be avoided. Okay. Now, I have examples here. He is more happier than you. This is what you normally say. He is more happier than you. We are looking at double comparatives, double superlative should be avoided. Most people say, he is more happier than you. But they say that is wrong because you have used double. But the correct is, he is happier than you. That's more correct. Okay. So what we are looking at is doubling. This is certainly wrong. And here, he is happier than you. This is the right. We should not use double comparative, double superlative. So what is the right one? He is happier than you. Now, another example, supposing most of us say incorrectly, he is the most wisest of all men in the village, and which is not correct. Like when we say, he is the most wisest of all men in the village. But that's a wrong way of saying. But the right thing to say, you cannot say most wisest. So we must say, he is the wisest of all men in the village. And that's the right one. He is the wisest. He is the wisest of all men. Of all men in the village. So wrongly used. So this is certainly a wrong sentence because you cannot say most wisest, you do not say. Okay? So using double comparative, double superlatives, it makes the sentence wrong. Okay, now look at, there's another one I have here is, words superior, inferior, senior, junior are always followed by to instead of than. Okay, so we need to remember this. Note, let us note this. Okay, let us note the following. In this, we need to note the words in superior, superior, inferior, inferior, superior, inferior, senior, junior, are followed, are followed by, they are all followed by two instead of, they are all followed by what? Followed by two instead of than. Two instead. Instead of than. We need to remember that. Okay, let's look at it. The words superior, inferior, senior, junior are followed by two instead of than. Do not write than. Let's look at the sentence I have here. A. This cloth. This cloth is superior to that. This cloth is superior to that. That's the right way to use. Okay. Next, B. This shoe is inferior to that. Inferior to that. That's the right way, correct way of saying it. Okay, now senior, C. Who is senior? Who is senior to you? Who is senior to you in service? In service. And finally, one more sentence. They are all. They are all. They are all junior. They are all junior to me. Let's look at all these sentences that I have put up here for you. Now, double comparatives, double superlatives should not be used. You cannot say more happier. Comparative. You can only say he's happier than you. Happier. Happy, happier. Okay. So you cannot say more happier. That's wrong. In this sentence, he is the most wisest of all men. Wisest is already superlative. So double superlative cannot be used. So that's the wrong way of writing. He is the wisest of all men in the village. So double cannot be used. Now, the words superior, inferior, senior, junior are followed by two instead of than. Two is more correct. This cloth is superior to that cloth. This shoe is inferior to that shoe. Who is senior to you in service? They are all junior to me. You cannot say they are all junior than me or this cloth is superior than. No, to. Remember the word superior, inferior, senior, junior always should follow to.